Hello, this is Andy Balson. This is a quick tutorial on primarily Johnstone's member portal, which is a website that you'll see here shortly. It provides tons of information on any individual product that Johnstone stocks. So to get started, there are a couple ways that you can get to the member portal, and this is the primary way that I get there. So you have a Johnstone product up here, and you know it's a Johnstone product because it has a L43866, a Johnstone formatted part number. You also see that there's inventory in Allentown, Florida, Illinois, Texas, and we have inventory on hand. So you know it's a valid product. There is a cross-reference, which you may or may not have on this screen here, but you can, let's see, cross-reference. Here it is. Under maintenance, you can go to cross-reference, and a little screen will pop up that says catalog page. Now, if you click on this, it will take you to the Johnstone catalog page that that item is on. So here it's pulling it up, and this is a quick and easy way to get to the Johnstone catalog page, and it's actually down here. So you can double click on this page, and it zooms into that page. And then you can scroll this around and see, okay, here's more information about it here on the catalog page. I'm going to flip back here, and we're going to go back to maintenance, cross-reference, and go to store portal, which is kind of mislabeled, but it actually takes you to the member portal. This is password protected, but you can use your standard Johnstone Employee Network credentials to get logged in. We don't want this available to contractors. We don't want it available to the general public. This is proprietary information for Johnstone employees, and it's a big resource for us. Johnstone's put a lot of work into this. So you can see here, member portal. You'll notice that the web address is mp.johnstonesupply.com. If you just go there, it'll take you to the general member portal. So this is the main screen for this particular item. It gives you the Johnstone part number, a lot of information, tells you what country it's from. You can click on here and get a product image, or go here and get an enlarged product image if you want to have a look at it. Here it gives you vendor information. So it tells you, okay, here's Ademco or Residio Honeywell Home. This is the vendor number. If you're not from Johnstone, that's going to be a foreign number to you, but once you've been here for a while, you're going to start to learn the Johnstone vendor numbers just because it's something that everybody learns. Here you have a link to the AO vendor page, which is basically information about who the vendor is. So tells you, hey, here's your email addresses, here's their roles: sales manager Mike Vasquez, sales rep Sharice Barber, here's the Johnstone account number, here's how you submit orders. It even tells you details about, hey, if you're going to drop ship to a customer, you're going to add a 15% fee onto that because they don't want to deal with those. They want to ship it direct to the store. So you can see all this. There's actually a minimum billing. So if your order doesn't equal $250, and the reason that's not an equal $250 is because there's a Johnstone multiplier that you need to add to every cost. I'll explain that in a minute. There's a $50 surcharge for any orders under $252. So be careful. You want free prepaid, you got to hit this number here for your total order. There's also the C99, which is Johnstone code for their pricing pages. Don't ask me where it comes from, but that's just the way it is. You can access all the products that Residio or Honeywell Home offers to Johnstone through this document. You'll also see here that there's a store direct price, 1.04. This is the Corp multiplier, what we phrase the Corp multiplier. So take any price out of this price book and multiply it by 1.01 because that's the price we're going to pay. Doesn't mean if you drop ship it to a vendor. It means if you're going to bring it into your store, that means it's 1.01 times the price. That's what a drop ship vendor is. That's what should be reflected in your PO. There's even a link to the Johnstone warranty procedure for how to handle all the different products for Honeywell or Resideo. I'm not going to go through that now. You can explore that on your own. You can get to an external web page through there. So here's Resideo's web page. Gives you their address, telephone numbers, everything that was on the AO vendor page is basically included here. Further down, it shows you the header page to the C99 or pricing booklet about minimum bill charges, your 50% drop ship, your freight prepaid, all this sort of information. Really handy, very handy. Marketing tab, really the most thing you're gonna look at here is maybe the catalog page. If you go here, you can click directly on here. It'll take you directly to the catalog, the page in the catalog. We saw that before. That's just another way to get there. Here you can click on it and go to the Johnstone web store page. So this is what the customer is going to see if they go to the Johnstone web page and are looking for this particular item. Next tab is your pricing tab. So here, Johnstone, because we're all individual companies, we can't share exact pricing. What Johnstone Corp has agreed to do is show, for the Northeast, which is where we're in, this section that we're in, over the last 12 months, all the Johnstone stores have sold 787 of this particular item at an average price of this. Over the last 3 months, all the Johnstones have sold 91 pieces at an average cost of this. So if you're ever in doubt, like, hey, is our matrix off? This gives you an average. Now you got to keep in mind, maybe somebody has a special price on this. They're selling it to a large customer in bulk. So don't take this as gospel. It's only a guideline. But it gives you an idea of where sell pricing might be. Tells you this is the last time it was in the monthly flyer. And here's our current list price on that item. The miscellaneous tab, if you're like, hey, how come there aren't any in the distribution center? I want to know when they're here. You can send an email to this email address with L43866. Hey, can you tell me when are these going to be in stock in the distribution center? I've got customer orders for them. You can also click on this. This shows you Johnstone DC current inventory. Now, you can see here, Eclipse has DC inventory, but it may not match exactly because this routine is updated once a day. This screen is live inventory with Corp's current on-hand DC inventory as of the moment you updated it. So ADC has 47 available. They've got 75 on a PO. This date is kind of squishy, not real relevant. And then here's availability at all the other distribution centers. So that's current on-hand inventory of the DCs. Pretty handy to know. So, for instance, if you're seeing that, hey, ADC only shows one of this piece of equipment, for instance, and you need to grab it, you can always go to this screen and punch that item in down here, do new search, and it'll tell you, is that item still in the DC or not? Or did another store grab it? Because the DC fills orders on a first come, first served basis. If Jacksonville, Florida placed an order for the one item that said ADC and that PO gets in there before ours does, well, sorry, Jacksonville's going to get it. This last page is variable depending on what product you're looking at, but gives you your shipping weight, length. There's even video installation, video training. I can pull up another part number. You can type a Johnstone part number in there directly and pull up another item. So this is a condensing fan motor. And again, a lot of the same information. This one even has an add-on tab. So if you want to know, hey, what capacitor do I need to sell with this? Click the add-on tab and put either this part number or this part number on there. There's your add-on sales. Again, a lot of information here on the item itself. Here's your contact information for DC, inventory. Here's your pricing information, your catalog link, etc., etc. I hope this has been helpful. Another thing, you can go direct to JXI. You can go direct to johnstone.com. You can go back to Jen. If there's an error on here, hey, click give feedback, and you can give them feedback. They love it. They love feedback. So if you find something wrong or information missing, just click that link and give it to Corp.